the last little piece I want to chat about in this lesson is to just go over some of these basic installation recommendations. And I'm going to throw up two images, one on the left, one on the right, of how to do it right and how to do it wrong. And Peter, I would like you to walk us through all these things when you're installing your pump. Okay, this is the first one here.
So
what's the tip here?
Probably the most important one, and Michelle's throwing up these diagrams, is use a short suction line. So the suction line is, if it's an external pump, as that diagram shows, is the length of pipe between the rainwater storage and the pump. That's known as the suction line. So a short suction line avoids problems with air entrapment, which means that it'll stop pumping and the need to reprime the pump, and it'll make your pump far more reliable. If we can go around to the other side, here's another example. It's got a long suction line, but the grade is also changing in that suction line. There's a number of bends and so on. That's not going to work really well. It's going to lose prime, and you'll have a frustrating time with that pump. So simple solution is don't put your pump too far away from your storage if it's on the suction side. A short suction line, usually straight, not lots of bends and things in it, is ideal.
Similar idea. There you go. Showing on this next diagram, avoid bends, right? As much as possible.
Absolutely. And here there's only one bend in the OK one. I like to avoid bends altogether, to be really honest. And the one that's not advised, it's got to see. This is quite important for hydraulics. It's got an elbow right next to the pump. So sucking water through that elbow would create very substantial losses. It's making your pump work really hard because that elbow is very close to the pump.
Yep, so that elbow is particularly problematic the closer it is to the pump suction.
Yeah, and there's lots of theories in hydraulics about putting devices that change flow rates like elbows close to pumps and valves. Creates all sorts of problems, and it should be avoided.
All right, this third recommendation.
This is quite important. So we've got a flexible suction line on our city house. Very useful because everything in urban areas moves, even though you mightn't think it is. It is. So having a flexible suction line avoids cracking of your line over time. It's a really good idea. You see the flexible hose here is curled downwards, and that's very important. Whereas on the other side, you've got your flexible hose has been curled upwards, and that will create substantial problems in your supply line, including loss of prime. So if you've got
some sort of a flex joint would be similar, right? It's just to allow, if there is some movement, that you're not causing any stress on the places where your pump is connected into piping, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Everything moves in cities. Sometimes you can't see it, but rigid things we build, like pipes, they certainly feel it and they crack. So allowing flexibility in that suction line is pretty important, because if there's a slight crack in that suction line and air gets into it, the system stops working.
I'll throw up a picture here just showing a protective cover over your pump. I think another good design practice keeps and it'll depend on your manufacturer's recommendations and the rating of your electrical components, but some sort of a weather protection and an insulative from a sound perspective, I think can be a good design idea as well.
And that's a really neat installation there. I've got one of those in the city home. It's far bigger than that, but a slimline house and a slimline tank, and a housing over my external pump. But whoever's installed that has done a really neat job. It looks good.
It does look good. That can help. And then your pump, whatever pump you purchase, is also going to have whole bunch of manufacturers' recommendations. So follow those as well.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like checking out all the specifications of the appliances you buy for your house.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good read of the pump specifications, and every pump you buy will have a pump curve in its manual.
So look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at it and email Michelle if you're not sure.
Yeah. Please do, actually. That'll be fun. All right. Thank you.